Hello, sweet friend. My name is Micah, and in this video I want to work in my Hobonichi daily journal, and I was hoping that you could keep me company. I've already penciled in some doodle ideas. I definitely want to doodle on this page and play with watercolor this day. I took a run, the first one in I don't know how many months, and the trees were all so beautiful in their fall colors, and I want to do something similar to this. This is a spread in my traveler's notebook, and I had so much fun with this here, where I just laid in a bunch of different colors in watercolor and then drew over top. And I think that has such a beautiful atmospheric effect that I want to try and recreate that here with my little doodle of me running. Okay, let's see if we can work this out. Okay, so I'm just going to layer in a bunch of different fall colors, some oranges, some pinks, and I'm gonna try to stay a little bit light with the colors, and loose and do here, and let the pinks run into the oranges, just like so. And then I might have some of it overlap with me, but not too much, so that my face isn't all crazy colored. And then maybe we need some like golden green. That would be pretty. I think that's, oh yes. See, now we're talking. Just have it all the way up here. That's nice. I think we could maybe add a deeper maroon color for some of the leaves that are already really starting to turn real dark. Maybe add some more pinks. Okay. Now that's looking all kinds of crazy, but once it dries, watercolors tend to dry lighter, so it's not going to be as crazy. And if it turns out to be a little too bonkers, I can always go in and layer more colors over top and subdue certain elements. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry and show you what that looks like in a moment. While this dries over here, maybe I can work a little bit on this opposite page. This was a day where I went grocery shopping and I bought us a shoe rack finally, which was definitely needed. And I, for the first time, bought some gummies from Trader Joe's, and they taste so good. They're all shaped like little underwater creatures. And it's so cute in there. I really like them. And I think I'm gonna doodle them with my, where is it? With my TWSBI Mini, I think TWSBI Diamond Mini. I've had this pen for about a month now, and I've been really enjoying it. It's so cute and chubby, and at first I was posting it, but personally I feel like then it's too back heavy, and I kind of feel like when I use it as this without the cap, it feels like a chubby pencil, and I really like that for some reason. But anyway, yeah, let's draw a shoe rack. As you can see, I sort of indicated that they're already in pencil. I like to give myself a little bit of a lay of the land. And something you will notice in both of these pages, what I'm currently playing around with is to basically ignore this top part where it has the bulleted list, simply because even though I already bought the avec for next year, I am considering maybe selling the avec and getting the original planner, the English one. The design is slightly different, the layout. And with that one, it doesn't have this top part here, so I'm playing around with how I would lay out pages without this up here. Anyway, that's a lot of talk about what ifs. Oh, and then so this side is already so squishy that I think I'm gonna use my lovely pencil board to make drawing a little bit easier. Okay, and so I'm just gonna draw a very, very simplified shoe rack. There's no need to make this super complicated, so I'm just indicating these side poles like so, and then I'm just doing very simple lines connecting the two poles to indicate the shelf part. And I think the shoe rack that I bought had more than 3 shelves, but who cares, really? I mean, in a doodle, it doesn't matter. And now to make that a shoe rack, we obviously have to add some shoes. So I thought maybe this was a very simple way of having shoes sort of like a front part. Maybe they have some laces like that. And maybe also draw a shoe from the side, just for variety's sake. Like that. I don't know. More or less, huh? We could also do something that's a mixture of the two. Sort of have a higher boot, but then also see the side. Maybe that reads... Yeah, that reads like a shoe, doesn't it? That's definitely, if you are trying to doodle more in your journals, that's definitely something that you can play around with, is, especially if you want to keep it simple, is what angle are you drawing something from? Because the simplest way to draw something usually is flat from the front, like I did with the shoe rack itself, right? Or from the side, because then the silhouette reads very, very clearly. And then to sort of indicate that this is like, wow, this is new. Just thought it would be fun to add this little starburst. And then let's draw the little fish gummies, and for that, for just like the packaging, I thought just a rectangle to indicate, again, the front of the bag. But then I think with this, it's kind of cute and fun to add the side as well to make it look more like a bag. And it can be really fun and very cute and quirky if you also mix perspectives. So for example, yes, the shelf was easiest to draw and read from a front view, but then some of the shoes obviously now have a side view. And of course, them being so flat from the side doesn't naturally go with the front view of the shelf. But in a doodle, it just looks kind of cute, and you can read each object. You basically pick the perspective that shows off each object the best. I hope that makes sense. And then with color, I'm gonna indicate all the little gummies on the inside of this little bag. And then I just pulled out a couple of these gummies to just show them off. And then there's a seashell and a little, I don't even know, I think it's a dolphin or some sort of bigger fish. Like so. Really cute. And it's gonna look also really cute with some color. I mean, we could also splash color around this. I think I'm gonna see how I feel about that once we're done with this here. And then on this page, I also have a little drawing here of my face being all exhausted and out of breath, because that is definitely how I felt afterwards. And so I have a bob like a short haircut. And I always think that that is one of the hardest ones to draw for some reason. But maybe that's also just because drawing yourself is the hardest. But I've been playing around with it, and I thought this might be a very simple way to go about it. So the whole head is this oval shape, and then I just draw the hair into it, and everything is one shape. If you've been around here for a while, then you know I also like drawing girls with top buns, because I just think that's absolutely adorable. And I have no qualms with drawing a girl or a character that doesn't look like me. I mean, I also like using stickers of bears and animals and things like that, that obviously I'm not them, but yeah, it's just kind of fun to play around with. Okay, now this is somewhat dry, but I think if I go over it with ink, that will definitely bleed. So I think I'm going to give that a little bit more time. So let's stay with our gummies here. Now I could do watercolor or my Tombow markers. And since these are such little shapes, I think I'm going to do Tombow markers. Am I? Undecided. But yes, I think just for variety's sakes, maybe, too, since we're doing a lot of watercolor on the opposite side. Oh, and then this one here, the 772, I think this is actually called blush. Always use that for some cheeks. And she definitely needs some rosy cheeks after that run. And then, do I want to give her some hair color? Not sure. I'll think about it. Okay, but these gummies all have fun colors, like some purple. And so in here, I'm just gonna do almost like confetti, just to indicate there's lots of fun things inside the package. There's no need to draw all of that out. The indication will be enough to tell the story, I think. Yeah. And then let's give these gummies here some color, some purple, and some minty green. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Like so. Cute. And then I don't know what color. I think the bag is also like a green color. Oh yeah, maybe we could do that actually, instead of just gray. I'm just gonna indicate some color here. I'm not gonna color it in all the way, because I think that gives more focus to the colorful gummies, because that's the important part, right? I don't want to take away from that. And then here, the shoe rack. I think the sides are bamboo, which is obviously a lighter wood. So I'm gonna just use this ochre color, which is more saturated than what it is in real life, but I think that's still nice. And then for the shoes, maybe we can pick up some colors from over here. Maybe we do some pink, just a little bit, not even fully caring if it fills in the shoes all the way, you know? And also, not all of my shoes are pink, but again, that's not what this is about. Yeah, I think that's cute. And maybe, instead of filling in the starburst, I'm actually just gonna go around it. Like so. Yeah, I think that works quite nicely. And then I have some space for writing. Yeah, it's a very simple page. Maybe we can layer some more washi tape. I do like to do that. I do that a lot, actually. Just putting washi tape over washi tape. Adds color and adds different patterns, especially if you mix two patterns together. It's instantly more whimsical. I also wanted to work on this page here, and I want to add some watercolor background over here and then a little doodle down here. So we've recently had a little bit of trouble with cold showers, as in our water didn't get warm or even let alone hot, which is obviously very uncomfortable. I mean, it's just not very fun if you're freezing in your shower. And we actually got a new water heater installed yesterday because apparently that one was so old that it was broken. And so the owner had to install a new one. So now our water gets hot again, which is very good. Very relieved. And so to indicate the cold showers, I want to have this little doodle here with this cat shivering in the shower. And so let's draw that. And so again, it's sort of really, really simple, and just asking myself how little can I draw to still communicate what I want to communicate. So for example, for the shower head, most shower heads obviously have this sort of like triangular shape, but then I also wanted to show the little nozzles, and so you can just add a half circle here and some dots, and then you combine these two perspectives to create a hole, I suppose. And then some water droplets from the shower, and then just the lower part of the shower. I don't know what's that called in English. I'm just gonna keep that flat from a front view. Maybe we indicate some dents. And then of course there's a shower curtain, which I've drawn half open so that we can see the cat shivering in the shower. Of course no one showers like that, but for a doodle that's fine. Like so. And then for the cat, I have just a really simple ovally shape. And if you've been following along with my series that I'm doing on my YouTube channel of the easy journal doodles, next up I will do cats. That's been very much requested. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you'd love to see. I definitely really enjoy putting these videos together, and I love hearing from all of you who feel inspired to draw and doodle more in your journals. I think it's just such a fun and personal way to journal. Yeah, cute. Look at that. Aww, poor kitty. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to endure what I had to endure. Now we can add some marker maybe. Make that purple. That goes nicely with that watercolor up there, and actually with the elements from the opposite side. That's nice. I do try to not be too obsessed with making both pages match each other, but if it does happen, I'm not mad about it. Okay, and then maybe we can use some warm gray on the white appliances to give them some life. And then for the cat, do we give the cat We could give the cat some cheeks also. Big cheeks. Oh, poor kitty. Okay. And then maybe I'll blend this a little bit more. I guess we could do some very light blue lavender to indicate that water better. In my TWSBI, I'm using waterproof ink, and this one in particular is Octopus Fluids, which is a German ink brand, and they this year released a series of inks called Write and Draw inks, and they are all waterproof, and I found them to be very reliably waterproof, and I think the black is a really nice, deep, saturated black. Yeah, really cute. Gonna let that dry so I can come back and do the lettering up here and the journaling. Okay, now on to our little runner here. I think I'm gonna start with the doodle of me, and I must say with the watercolor on top now, can't quite see where I did the sketch, so hopefully I can make that work. Oval for the head, and then the hair, slight indication of the hair on the other side, and then I was wearing in-ear headphones, but that is so hard to draw, so again I'm just taking artistic license to communicate more clearly and draw these over-ear headphones. And let's give her a smile, because even though I was totally out of breath, it was a beautiful, beautiful walk with all run with all the fall colors. And then for the body, I'm just doing this, what's that, a trapezoid, to sort of also indicate the shirt. And then some sleeves for the t-shirt. And then the hands are just fists, little balls with two lines to just indicate fingers. And then if this arm is bent backwards, like if we run, then the front leg needs to be going forward. Some shoes. And then this needs to be back here. And some simple shoes. And there she goes. And then maybe you can indicate that. I wasn't going very fast, but who cares? Cute. Yeah, all right. And now the trees. Some tree trunks. If you've seen my video on how I do these, I'll have that linked below in case you want to check that out. Just so simple, very easy shapes, but so fun. And maybe just adding some texture, and then I might fill that in with black, but I'm not sure yet. Same thing here, tree trunk, and then this is a little bit more oval just for variety's sakes. Oops. And then we have that overlap with a stubby little tree in the back there. Yeah, cute. And there's me, running through our very fall-y neighborhood. We do have some very pretty trees in our neighborhood, I must say. It's very nice. I very much enjoy that. Yeah, that's really nice. I really like how the colors just are all over this, because that's what it felt like with all the trees overlapping and the light coming through. Of course, she needs some rosy cheeks. I don't know if this is... Yeah, it is coming up, right? I think you can see that, yeah. And then something else one could do now is to go over it again with watercolor and then leave out the trees and the little girl to further indicate where the forms are. But this is already starting to get so dark, and I do want the line work to read, so I think I'm gonna not do that in this instance. Yeah, I really like how that turned out, and I can show you up close too. Yeah, really cute, really simple. Yeah, okay, I think now it's time to add the journaling, and then I'll show you the what the pages look like with all the writing filled in. Here are the pages with the writing all filled in. I also decided to color in the t-shirt here with black and the shoes just to help her pop a little bit more amongst those colors, and I added a little water bottle and again my iPhone with some earplugs. I thought that was quite cute. I felt like once I'd finished the writing it felt a little blank down there, so I think this sort of anchors the text quite nicely. And then here again also filled in the writing, and then I remembered that I had this sticker sheet and it had these cute little duckies and these cute little shampoo bottles, and so I added those just for a little bit of extra things on the page. I mean, overall, these are definitely quite minimal, I would say. I mean, this has a little bit more going on. This, by the way, this postage stamp with the mushrooms is from the wonderful Erin Ware from her Patreon. I have her linked below. And then this cat with the coffee mug, as well as this plaid-looking washi tape, are actually going to be part of the November Cat Collage Club collage sheets. If you want to check that out, I'll have that linked below as well. But at the time of this recording, this is a little bit of a sneak peek, I suppose. But yeah, let me know what you think of the doodles and sort of the page layouts. Is this enough? Do you find that visually interesting, or does it need a little bit more pep? What are your thoughts on the layout with these check boxes up top? Do you use them? Do you ignore them? Do you actually use the check boxes for daily to-dos? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, thanks so much for sharing this time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find this inspiring. Maybe you got some pages done in your journal. That would be so lovely. And I'll see you next week. Happy journaling!